Hello my friends. Welcome to my channel where we talk about everything related to Brazil. Today, we're going to dive into the discovery and colonization of Brazil. Brazil. The land of samba, soccer, and of course, the Amazon rainforest. But how did this beautiful country come about? Well, my dear friends, let me take you on a journey through time to discover the secrets of the discovery and colonization of Brazil. And let me tell you, it must have been quite an adventure. It all began in 1500, when Pedro Álvares Cabral, a Portuguese explorer, accidentally stumbled upon Brazil while on his way to India. Can you imagine how shocked he must have been?
Hey guys, I think we took a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
You might be wondering, wow, but those are completely opposite directions. How was it possible? But come on, who hasn't made a wrong turn without GPS? Cabral and his crew were the first Europeans to set foot in Brazil, and they were welcomed by friendly natives who already called Brazil their home. And so, they claimed this new land for Portugal and named it Ilha de Vera Cruz, which is now Porto Seguro in the state of Bahia. Fun fact, they only later realized that Brazil was actually part of a much larger continent. Oops. But things changed when the Portuguese realized that Brazil was rich in natural resources, such as sugar and gold. And you know what happens when there is something valuable to be conquered, right? That's right, folks. The Portuguese decided to stay and make Brazil their own land. As a consequence, Brazil became a prosperous colony and a growing economy. The Portuguese brought with them their language, culture, and religion, which greatly influenced the country we know and love today. Unfortunately, the Portuguese also brought with them the practice of slavery, which was devastating for the natives and the African slaves who were brought to work in the sugar plantations. They found many indigenous tribes living in Brazil for thousands of years. These peoples had different cultures and languages, but shared some characteristics such as social organization in family groups and a close relationship with nature. The Indians played a fundamental role in the history of Brazil from the beginning. They helped the Portuguese survive in the first decades of colonization, teaching them to cultivate food and adapt to the tropical climate. On the other hand, the Europeans imposed their culture and religion on the Indians, resulting in violent conflicts and the exploitation of native peoples. Throughout the centuries, the Indians suffered from the loss of their lands, slavery, diseases brought by the Europeans, and social marginalization. And for that reason, being the first inhabitants of this huge country, we cannot forget about their rich and diverse indigenous cultures that have inhabited Brazil for thousands of years. It truly is a melting pot of different origins and traditions, especially with regard to fauna and the environment. The discovery of Brazil was a crucial moment in Brazilian history, but it's also important to remember that history doesn't end here. The indigenous peoples who inhabited these lands before the arrival of the Portuguese continued to fight for their rights and for the preservation of their cultures. In addition, the history of Brazil is marked by many other important events that have shaped the country we know today. But now it's time to end the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have learned something new about the history of our country. If you liked the content, don't forget to like, share, and follow our channel for more interesting stories about Brazil. See you next time.